training a new four-legged family member can be trying at best. Nash McCutcheon from the Humane Society of Tampa Bay is here with some adoptable dogs.
And brought along Glenn Hatchell, a certified professional dog trainer, with some pointers on what to do and what not to do when training your pet. Now, we have to mention this is Phoebe in my arms.
And this is Mindy.
And you have Glenn.
And this is Nola. Nola's a 5-month-old hound mix. We like to call her an American shelter hound. She's got a lot in her. She was adopted when she was 8 weeks old and came back to us 3 months later because she was too big.
Oh,
no.
So
really
all these dogs are adoptable.
All of these dogs are available for adoption.
And look at how well trained she is, which is exactly what we're talking about here today. Nash, why is it so important, and what can people do who adopt a dog to get their dog trained quickly and easily?
Well, we offer affordable training at our shelter with Glenn, and it's really important to train your dog because most dogs want to please. They thrive on routine. They need that training and reinforcement to make themselves feel safe. One of the top reasons dogs are turned into shelters is because of behavior problems, and we know that usually there's an easy fix.
But the reason to get a trainer is so that you can then become the dog's trainer.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Exactly.
So, Glenn, what do we need to know?
Well, one of the first things is to know what really motivates them. You've got to figure out what motivates your dog because they're going to be driven on success and pleasing you. So if you can figure out what's going to make them happy,
I think that treats
usually treats are right at the top of the chart. But once we can figure out what will motivate them, if we can get them to do certain things such as sit, all we have to do is let her know a few times, that's what I want you to do, and she'll keep doing this more and more. And then all we do is take it, such as if we're walking out a door, we have her sit before we go out the door, and this just becomes her default behavior to do.
They're really quick, aren't they? They learn very quickly. And they're never too old. Right?
Correct, yes. You can always teach a dog a new structure because, like Nash said, it comes back to structure, routine. That's what they look for. That's what they feed off of.
Now, Nash, I have a feeling if you go to the Humane Society to get training, it's maybe a little cheaper than going somewhere else?
Yes, most likely. And you also have a choice between going to take classes, like a 6-week class with other people, or having private one-on-one sessions in your home or any place you would choose with Glenn.
Okay, now a lot of problems surface when you bring a dog home. One that I continually have a problem with, and my dog's 10. It's my fault. My one dog jumps. He's a jumper. How can I train him not to jump?
What do you want him to do in that situation?
I want him, when I say off, to actually come off.
So instead of jumping, come up and sit for you like this. So that's what we want. That's what you want to do, is teach him to do this instead of jumping. The challenge with jumping, a lot of times, dogs want our attention. So if they jump up on us, we look at them, we talk to them, and we touch them. We give them all the things that thrive. And so a lot of times, getting a dog to do something differently, we've got to change ourselves.
Exactly.
And that's where a lot of the challenge comes to, because too often people give up too soon. When the dog's right at the point where that behavior is going to change, it can get crazy sometimes, and people want to give up at that point, and then it kind of reinforces the dog to keep doing the bad
Well, they look at you with those big brown eyes, and you can't resist
It's hard, isn't
them.
it, Jerry? It's so hard sometimes.
Let's talk about people who punish, though, as a way of training, which is never, ever the right thing.
Correct. Most dogs they want to please. They're all about rewarding. They're all about pleasing. And for everything that we do within our obedience classes, it's all about this right here. I mean, Nola, 5 months old, is sitting here and has kept her eyes on me the entire time.
She's 5 months old? Oh
5 months old.
Gosh, she puts my dog to shame.
She puts a lot of them to shame. She really has been an extremely quick learner. But she also goes into our shelter dog play group, so that's one of the advantages, I think, of adopting. Here we go. So in this case, I'm not looking at her. I didn't look at her.
So you ignore her.
I didn't touch her.
Right.
As soon as she's on the ground right there, that's what I want. I'm trying to encourage her.
So the ignoring is really important, right? Okay.
Right. She got nothing from me when she did that, but in this case, you're standing there looking at me. Right. I'm going to give you a treat for this. This is what I want you to do more and more of.
I did teach Freebie and Nigel that. When I come home now, I won't even look at them until they both sit down and are ready for the greeting. And it's working.
Wow,
yes. It's consistent. It works if you're consistent. And that's where it's so hard for us sometimes.
But you are so good. These dogs are all up for adoption.
And look at them. They're so sweet. And they're trained. Nash McCutcheon.
There's Nola.
Yeah.
Sweetheart. There's
and
Phoebe. And then I've got Mindy.
Yeah.
Give them a forever home.
Please.
Thank
Nash
you both.
McCutcheon, Glenn Hatchell from the Humane Society of Tampa Bay. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Right, of course.
I'll be right back. I'm never giving Mindy back.
No. You just adopted Mindy?
I think so.
Excellent.